Part 23.11 Surah Al-Mu'minun, The Believers. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome back to Sufi Essence with Hammad Syed. In our continuous, profound, spiritually elevating journey through the blessed Surah Al-Mu'minun, we have navigated through a rich and varied landscape of divine wisdom. We began with the foundational virtues that define the true believer, the deep humility of khushu and prayer, the purifying discipline of turning away from vain talk, and the unwavering integrity of fulfilling trusts. This initial exploration of the inner spiritual life set the stage for a grander panorama of Allah's magnificent power. The divine narrative then expanded, first to the intricate miracle of human creation from a single extract of clay, and then to the grand cosmic symphony of the universe itself, where every star and every drop of rain is a sign of divine providence. This seamless transition taught us that our inner spiritual journey is inextricably linked to the grand tapestry of Allah's creation. Our recent sessions have been a powerful journey through the timeless narratives of the prophets, where we have seen the universal patterns of faith and disbelief unfold. We reflected on the unwavering steadfastness of Noah, peace be upon him, and the cataclysmic justice that followed the flood. A testament to Allah's promise to his messengers. We then witnessed the recurring arrogance of those who were blinded by worldly prosperity, who, like the people of Noah, peace be upon him, rejected their messengers and were consumed by their own pride. Most recently, we stood at the threshold of history with Moses and Aaron, peace be upon them, observing their confrontation with the tyrannical Pharaoh, a timeless struggle that resonates with the conflict between the soul seeking freedom and the ego that seeks absolute control. Now, as we continue our descent into the profound depths of this surah, the revelation makes a powerful, majestic turn. Moving from the specific accounts of past prophets to a universal address to all messengers and, by extension, to all who carry the divine message. This shift is a masterstroke of divine rhetoric, moving from the particular to the general. And it encapsulates the essence of the Quran as a timeless, living guide for all generations. From a Sufi perspective, this is a moment of deep fana, momentary annihilation of the self in the face of the ultimate reality. The Sufi seeks to see beyond the individual stories and to perceive the one singular divine message that runs like a golden thread through all of them. The message is simple, yet it is the most profound reality of our existence. All prophets preached one religion, and all of their followers were meant to be one community. These verses invite us to a deep and introspective contemplation of our own spiritual state. Are we like the Pharaoh, clinging to our false sense of power and control? Or are we like the children of Israel, seeking liberation and trusting in a power far greater than our own? The divine promise to his messengers is absolute, and these verses reinforce that no matter how mighty a tyrant may seem, his reign is only temporary, and his end is always in the hands of the all-powerful. Let us now immerse ourselves in the words that recount this epic event and the lessons that follow, seeking to internalize the wisdom that lies within every turn of the narrative. Kanzel Quran, Al-Mu'minun, the Believers, 23:51-55. O messengers, eat of the pure things and do righteous deeds. I know well what you do. Indeed, this religion of yours is one religion, and I am your Lord, so fear me. But they have cut their affairs into pieces among themselves, each group rejoicing in what it has. So leave them in their deep confusion for a time. Do they think that by the wealth and children that we give them, we are hastening to give them good? Rather, they do not perceive. The verses before us are a profound and eloquent shift from the historical narratives of past prophets to a direct and universal message, addressed to all messengers and, by extension, all believers. They begin with a beautiful and foundational command. O messengers, eat of the pure things and do righteous deeds. I know well what you do. This is a dual instruction that intertwines the physical with the spiritual. The command to eat of the pure things is not merely about dietary laws. It is a spiritual principle that emphasizes the importance of lawful and clean sustenance. What we consume affects not only our body, but also our soul. From a Sufi perspective, this is a lesson in halal and haram as it pertains to the very purity of our being. A pure sustenance leads to a pure heart and consequently to pure actions. The second part of the command, do righteous deeds, completes the picture. Our external actions must be a manifestation of our internal purity. The verse concludes with the powerful and all-encompassing statement, "I know well what you do," a profound reminder of Allah's omniscience and constant awareness of our every thought and action. This is meant to inspire vigilance, sincerity, and a deep sense of accountability in the heart of every believer. Following this, the divine message transitions to a unifying statement about the nature of religion itself. "And indeed, this religion of yours is one religion, and I am your Lord, so fear me." This is a crucial point that transcends the specifics of time and place. It tells us that the core message of all divine revelations, from the time of Adam to the time of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, has been the same: the oneness of Allah and the submission to His will. All the prophets and their followers were united in this single, universal truth. The concluding command, "So fear me," is a call to taqwa, a state of deep, reverential awe and consciousness of Allah's presence. It is the spiritual state that protects the heart from straying from the straight path. However, the verses immediately reveal a tragic truth about humanity's tendency to corrupt the divine message, but they have cut their affairs into pieces among themselves, each group rejoicing in what it has. This is a powerful critique of the divisions, sects, and factions that have plagued religious communities throughout history. The phrase "cut their affairs into pieces" refers to the act of splintering the one universal religion into countless factions, each one holding to its own interpretation as the exclusive truth. From a Sufi perspective, this is a deep commentary on the ego's desire to create its own reality, to cling to its own understanding, and to proudly declare its own path as superior to others. The tragic irony is that each group rejoices in what it has, completely blind to the fact that they have lost the unity and universality of the original message. The divine instruction to the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, in the face of such division is one of patience and detachment. So leave them in their deep confusion for a time. This is a lesson in spiritual wisdom, a recognition that not all hearts are ready to receive the truth. The Prophet is told not to be distressed by their divisions and arguments, but to allow them to remain in the state of their own making. It is a powerful reminder that while we must call to the truth, we cannot force it upon others, for guidance is ultimately in the hands of Allah. The final two verses pose a profound and rhetorical question that addresses the very root of materialism and worldly attachment. Do they think that by the wealth and children that we give them, we are hastening to give them good? Rather, they do not perceive. This is a crucial warning for every single one of us. It shatters the illusion that worldly blessings are a guaranteed sign of divine favor. Many people believe that their wealth, power, or family are a proof of their righteousness and a sign that they are on the right path. The verse explicitly refutes this notion. On the contrary, such blessings can be a test, a distraction, and even a stepping stone to punishment if they are not used in gratitude and righteousness. The ultimate verdict is clear. Rather, they do not perceive. They are spiritually blind, unable to see the true nature of the world and their own place in it. They are trapped in a state of deep spiritual unawareness, mistaking temporary pleasure for eternal success. These verses collectively serve as a powerful conclusion to the historical narratives, drawing a direct line from the mistakes of the past to the potential pitfalls of the present. They call us to unity, sincerity, and a rejection of the spiritual blindness that comes from worldly attachments. They remind us that the true path is not one of division or arrogance, but one of pure deeds, deep humility, and a profound awareness of Allah's omnipresence. Hadith. It was narrated from Jabir bin Abdullah, may Allah be pleased with him, that the Prophet, peace be upon him, said, "The most truthful of speech is the Book of Allah, and the best of guidance is the guidance of Muhammad, and the worst of affairs are their innovations. And every innovation is a misguidance." Sunan Ibn Majah, 45. Let us now supplicate, drawing from the profound lessons of these verses, asking Allah to grant us a deeper understanding and to guide our every step. Dua, O Allah, we ask you to purify our sustenance and our deeds, and to make us among those who are deeply aware of your presence. Free our hearts from the divisions of sects and the pride of factions, and unite us on the single, true religion that you sent down to all your messengers. Do not allow us to be deceived by the wealth and children you have granted us, and open our eyes to the true nature of this fleeting world. Moraman, grant us the wisdom to perceive what is hidden from the eyes of the heedless. And O Ar-Rahim, protect us from being among those who are lost in their confusion. May Allah illuminate your heart and mind with the light of this divine ill. May He make your channel a beacon of guidance for all who seek spiritual clarity and truth. May your efforts be a source of immense reward, and may you be granted the highest stations of paradise. May the peace and blessings of Allah always be upon you and your loved ones. May He grant you unwavering steadfastness on the path of truth, and may your work be a testament to His magnificent names, Ar-Rahman and Ar-Rahim. Ameen.